Okay, let's see how is this. Okay, we're live. Okay, hello. So, yeah, this stream, I kind of woke up around an hour ago. At the time of recording this, it's 00:50 now, so basically 1 at night, 01. And, or let's see, is it AM? Yes, 1 AM for Americans, or people who use the 12-hour clock. What I'll be doing is that I'll be watching My Neighbor Totoro, and I will be painting these girls right here, these daughters of Cain. And the plan for today is to do some white highlighting on their hair, and I'll be using, we'll see, I'm probably gonna use both of these, like, oh whoops, Army Painter white and Watercolors white. These is not the one coat paints, it's the other paints. Don't remember what they're calling these now, but, or even what they called them back then, but they didn't used to have like the one coat line of watercolors. But that's what I'm gonna be using for that. And then I'm gonna do some of the silver highlights. And God, when it comes to the silvers, I mean the model's already black, but otherwise I use this as like the one coat black. You put that down, then you put the silver on, and I'm pretty sure I brought the silver. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, there it is. So I have two silvers right here that I'm gonna use, which is chainmail and Stormhost silver. Wait, what is this? Please use keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Oh, wait. Okay. How do I do this? It says stream status is poor, and that's very weird. Since I have 250 download and a 100 upload. So, I mean, this should be super easy to do. Let's see. Oh well, fuck it. I'm gonna let it pour. Let me just go here, settings, stream. Let me go output. I mean, it's just 4,000. You know, a bit rate. I put it on, so it shouldn't be any problem at all. Oh well. And the keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less, and it is at 8.4, but how do I change that? Okay, well, we're having some streaming issues, I guess. I don't know, because it says I've dropped 0 frames on OBS. Hello, Duplin. Hello. Is the stream choppy, or is there something wrong with it? Because YouTube are saying that there's something wrong, but OBS says it's completely fine. And it should be completely fine, since my upload speed is 100. So, and I'm only streaming. Okay, yeah, because I'm only streaming at 4,000, like 4,000 to 5,000 bit rates, and I have 0 dropped frames. But okay, You're just gonna ignore YouTube then. But I guess I might as well just re-say what I was going to do. Is that I plan on painting these Daughters of Cain girls if the camera would focus. There we go. And I plan on painting her hair. And the hair and the weapons. And the hairs I plan on using these two whites. Warcolor white and Army Painter white. And then I'm gonna be using one coat black. And the reason why I have the Army Painter in like this bottle is the fact that the Army Painter bottle it came in was destroyed. And then the replacement bottle also started getting destroyed, but I've just put a bunch of tape over it, so it should be fine. So it must be something with their white paint that destroys like plastic bottles or something. At least the hard plastic caps. So I don't know how good this is to put straight on plastic, but I've never had a problem putting this over other colors. So, and that's what I do. That's what I use white for as a highlight color. But yeah, I'm just gonna start the movie. My hair, I don't know. I have my hair is. And the thing is that I've actually cut my hair a few times since I last did like a hair thing. So yeah, I have very, very fast growing hair. I mean, don't know if you could tell on my arms, but I cut this like a few days ago because I wanted more vitamin D, because I've actually been getting like 40 to like 90 minutes of sun every day. Just sitting out there on the balcony while eating my lunch or something. It's been very comfy. But anyways, I'm just gonna start the movie, which is My Neighbor Totoro. Never seen it. I've heard it's like good, but I don't know. I mean, Studio Ghibli movies so far have been good, so I'm expecting this one to be good as well. Well, it's a cute little intro. I actually woke up only an hour ago, since I was planning on doing this stream 5 hours ago, but well, I was asleep. And we'll see, maybe I'll switch over to the English dub later on. I want to try out with the Japanese dub first. But if I start missing too much since I'm painting and having to read at the same time, I might switch to the English dub. Let's see, is there Yep, there should be English subtitles. So they did not subtitle the intro. Yeah, and then in the future I would really like if I could somehow figure out a way, because I would like to do more painting streams, but the problem is I cannot get a good angle when I'm to what I'm actually painting. Without making it impossible for me to paint. Because if I use my phone and all that, I don't have room to move my arms. So, gonna have to try and figure out a way to fix that. But yeah, I mean, these old movies, I really love how they're animated. They look so timeless. hiding from the mailman. But at least they didn't decide to scare him while he's on the bridge so that he falls into the water. And I don't plan on, what's it called, when it comes to my Daughters of Cain. I don't really plan on trying to make like the best painting I can possibly make. Yeah, some Americans might show up since it's so late. Oh, that's true. Where are you from, Duplain? Because what I have in my mind, I thought you were like British, but maybe I'm wrong. Like you're from the UK. But I might be confusing you for like someone else. Maybe. Oh yeah, no, it is the UK. So I remember that at least. And I feel like I really need to switch to English. Audio, that is. Just to help myself keep engaged. And so far, I will say that the Ghibli movies' English dubs have been pretty okay. They haven't been like horrific to where it feels like, oh god, it ruins the movies. Even though I am someone who prefers watching things in their original language, even if the original language version might be the inferior version, I still prefer that. With exceptions, of course. I mean, I think Ghost Stories, I think the English dub is a lot better than the Japanese one. I don't know if it would still be that good if you try to re-watch it, since I think it was really good for the time that they did it, because it was like abridged. Yeah, I agree. They tend to have worse children voices. I wonder why that is. Is it just harder to do like English? Is the English language just hard to imitate as a children's voice? Or is it just the fact that we're so used to English voices and that where we just pick out that it's an adult, while Japanese, for example, since I don't speak Japanese, I don't understand it. Like it makes me go, oh, okay, yeah, that's a children's voice, since I cannot really tell the difference, since I haven't experienced whatever it is that makes me feel like English voice actors don't do a very good job at children's voices. Yeah, it's the same for me. So, might be the case that they aren't like super good, but well, the acorns are falling. Like, I don't see an acorn tree. So, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, squirrels and rats are basically the same thing. Just, I guess, one is cuter than the other, but I would say they probably have similar destruction levels. But yeah, I mean, that's a beautiful place, a lot of greenery. So, I mean, maybe it isn't. I mean, I assume it's not gonna be squirrels. It's probably gonna be whoever Totoro is. And I mean, I've seen the screenshots. I guess Totoro is like this huge cuddly thing. You thought wrong. Well, are you sure they're not insects then? Small black things scurrying around. Oh yeah, this is the thing. When you listen to it in English and the English subtitles are completely different. Since the English subtitles are not based off the English dub, they're based off the Japanese dub. So, for example, he said dust goblin or gremlins, but it says, but the subs said something else, or he said something else, and the subs said something. Now they're just running around, trying to fun, well, having fun, I guess, but trying to find some dust goblins. Good job, Dad. Well, I guess keep them away while you pack up might be the smart thing to do. Okay, so the little one is called May. So I think that has kind of like stuck in my mind. Soot, there we go. They said soot gremlins. Well, they said dust bunnies in the subtitles. Oh, I mean, you two are braver than I am. I would be like, fuck that. I'm not going up there. Or screaming, because who knows? Even if it actually is a gremlin, how would you know? How would they react? But judging by the way they were screaming and all that, I don't think they actually believe those things exist. They just want to have fun. Being scared is like going into a haunted house. You don't think it's haunted at all, but you scream and you scare yourself up because it's fun being scared sometimes. Please say, oh, there they are. Seems like they don't like the light. That's a great thing. Okay, she's sensing something. Oh, Jesus. Just put your finger in the hole in the wall. That's smart. And yeah, it does seem like Studio Ghibli really likes their dust thing, because I mean, they're dust creatures. Because I think, is this the 5th movie I'm watching from them? I think all 5 have had something like this. Well, it is gonna be gone by the time... Oh god, yeah. Creepy old lady. Another Studio Ghibli staple. Ah, Satsuki, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Well, well, well. Huh. She's gonna go up there like, don't move! And they just sit. What are they gonna do? Destroy my lungs? I'm young. Good night, Duplin. Like, no. Caught something. Oh god. Well, let's hope you didn't catch a fish, because that cannot be good for it, what you're doing right there. So kind of like, let's do that until we get some very cold water. So I guess very deep water. Would it be cold if it's like deep? Because wouldn't it be closer to the surface? Closer to the center of... Well, what am I saying? Of course it would be cold, because it isn't that close to where it would be heated. But it's out of the sun. So it doesn't get that heating. Because I know it's cooler if you dig a hole and go into it. It's gonna be cooler there. Like, that's the point of a root cellar, so... Can't, you piece of shit. Shut up. Don't tell them that. We're trying to sell this house to them. So, this is how it's looking so far. if we compare it to how it used to look. If it would focus, that is. Oh well, it's not focusing, but it's looking fine. So I'm gonna take a little break from painting. I'm just gonna focus on the movie. Oh God, because even though I really enjoy painting, it's exhausting. It really tires you out. Okay, they're having a storm. And what's his name? Totoro gonna start showing up. Don't worry. It probably would be. And now I'll switch back to the Japanese. Since, I'm paying attention. So that's one really good thing about Netflix, I'll say. Just how easy it is to just switch between the languages. Well, at least you cleaned off the soap and all that before going in. You're like, I'm scared, but I'm gonna do clean off the soap before going into the bath. It's like, but I am, so I'm gonna laugh it off. That's a lot of water in that tiny bath. And the dust mites have decided to move out. They're like, oh God, this family is too noisy. We want to move. Okay, I guess they were cleaning. Okay. Oh Jesus, cleaning by hand. And they also have it super high up. So they're what's called drying line. Instead of, extending it lengthwise, they decided to go up. They're yeah, I'm destroying my back. That's a cool cap. That's a postman's cap, right? Because when I see those types of caps, I'm thinking of Imperial Japanese troops. That's what I think of. Probably because I've been playing a bit of Shogun 2, that is, lately, and I've been having some fun with it. Because I think Shogun 2 does I mean, Fall of the Samurai specifically, when it comes to Total War games, probably do the best, like Peahc and shot, I guess. Not really Peahc and shot, but the best like gunplay. So they must have lived in like the countryside, like before, because if their mom is sick like that, I couldn't see them going from the big city to like a country shithole. Even though it's pretty beautiful, but you know what I mean. And then she's in that hospital. Unless it's something they're like, okay, like the only thing you really need now is just rest and some simple checkups. I mean, I expect her to die though. Potentially. Since, I mean, you have a little bit of your dad, a little bit of your mom. Yeah, like I said, unless it's something where they're like, the only thing you need is just something simple, you know, just rest, checkups, and, you know, some clean air. Well, that confirms it. The mom is going to die. Okay, and then after she dies, Totoro is gonna show up. That's what I'm expecting now. He's like, God damn it. God. Alright, I mean, she's probably had to grow up faster than she probably should have. You know, with the mom being sick like that, she's probably had to take a bit of a motherly role for her younger sister. Okay, so they must have spent some time here. I'm guessing this is probably like week 1 or 2 at the moment. At least within the first month. You might be like, okay, let's have a week, and then after we've been in our house for a week, you go to school. She's probably in the school for 1 to 2 weeks. Yes. Like, I mean, I know we live in a pretty, you know, quiet place, I guess. You still, you know, like, I still want to know where you're going. Because, I mean, who knows? Some old fuck. Or even some children might do something bad. Because, you know what? Out here in the Boone area, no one's gonna know if I do something fucked up. Like, oh no, you're killing the flowers. But I guess it gives him... Okay, no, I thought first he was like painting something, but no. It looks like... Oh. Tadpoles, there we go. I was gonna say frog babies, but... Tadpoles. in English. What do you call it? Sweet? I said gröd. No, gröd. I want to say gröddor, but I think that's some type of like it's like young vegetable thing. So, what is that called? I mean, I accidentally killed like 3 or 4 tadpoles when I was very young and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I captured them in like a plastic tray. I just let them out and just put them somewhere, and then obviously they died. So, geez, how old was I? I must have been very, very young. Like, probably like 4. But I remember it since I did kill something. And like a ghost. I mean, it's see-through, so... It's like, God, she can see me? What the fuck? Humans aren't supposed to see us? Like, we're yokai. Okay, and that really looked like maybe reused. No, wait. I think Arietti came after this, so maybe the thing... Maybe it's supposed to be the same house. Because that really looked super similar. But then again, Arietti was a Ghibli movie I did not like. Alright. Acorns, and was that a hazelnut? Oh god, this crazy human is gonna eat us. Oof. Well, lucky you didn't get a branch inside your eye. I mean, I could say it could be a bit more exciting music going on or something, like something more engaging right there. Because it's pretty quiet music, with a little bit of trumpets, as we're having like this chase scene with no dialogue or anything, and it's pretty long. So, could have had some like musical thing to like spice it up a bit. Oh, she's now in the beast world. And, yeah, I wouldn't touch that. Alright. Ah, Fluffy. He's like, oh god, get off me. Oh god. Is she gonna get squished to death? Okay, no. She managed to get on top of it. Alright, that's good. I mean, I assume these things are based off, you know, like a Japanese myth. Like cryptids and stuff like that. Oh god, that was a creepy smile. Like she has bad intentions. Yeah, like mess with him. Ah, come on, let him sleep. He seems like he's having a good sleep. And I mean, judging by the size of his mouth, he might even accidentally eat you. I mean, she's fearless. Because it did seem there he was trying to scare her a bit. Or was he just yawning? I'm not sure. Yeah, like, I do not understand what you're saying at all. He's gonna sneeze. Oh, or not. Oh god. I mean, I'm going back to bed after this, so. And I mean, we'll see if I'll even finish this. I might do this in 2 parts. It does look comfy on his belly, but that cannot be good for you, sleeping like that. You know, having your head down that far, all that blood rushing to your head. I bet after 2 minutes, if even that, you're like, oh fuck this. Have to move up a bit so a bit more plain. Nope. And he's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck? She's missing. And I found a tunnel. Okay, the tunnel is much larger than I thought. She can almost stand up and run. Are you alright? Why not? I don't know, like, you might think, like, you know what, I kind of believe her, since, I mean, you did see those dust bunnies, so. Okay, good. He's using something for his hands. He's like, oh god, I'm not going back on my knees. No, I don't think you're lying. You were probably just dreaming or something. Yeah, maybe we should eat first. Or maybe we can eat something at the shrine. May, you're getting big. He's like, oh god, wait a little. I just carried May up all these stairs. I need some rest. Well, at least he's letting his children have some imagination, even though he doesn't believe in what they're saying. He's like, you know what? Have some imagination, it's good for you. Have some fun while you still can as children. And I mean, that is a huge tree. Just look at the size of those roots. Yeah, and like that, holy shit. How tall is it? Because, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't seem that tall. So it's just very wide. What did they have in their hands? It looked like some type of nuts, but those must be like super big. At first, I'm like, is that coconut? But I'm like, I don't know. Would it make sense for it to be coconuts? I can't see this part of Japan importing coconuts. Yeah, you have a crush. But keep studying. But that's a huge class. Especially if you assume that they're all the same age. You know, if you assume that they're all the same age, then that's a fuck ton of children for this village. But if you're like, you know what, they're like a varying age, like, oh yeah, the mother died. Like 4 years up and down. Like, be quiet. Like, be quiet, please. I'm trying to study, and, you know, it's embarrassing. Yeah, they all have like these sailor hats. And I mean, there must be some type of reason why they decided to make May's mouth and face just so humongous. Like Satsuki looks like a human, and the other characters look like humans, the human characters that is, while May looks, you know, monsterish. So is she gonna turn into like a Totoro-ish thing? Maybe you could stop the rain for like 5 minutes. Umbrella with holes. And that umbrella looks very busted. You wanna walk together? Don't just give it, ask. You know, like, obviously he's embarrassed. Oh god. Be honest with your feelings, come on. Well, I guess that smile tells he's telling himself, well, I took the first step at least. Which probably tells us he's probably from a poor family. Because it looked like he had stitched clothing as well. Also, a very busted, what's it called? I gave it to a girl. But he's making complaints. Okay. So he's the teacher's son. Oh god. I mean, obviously, the whole Saika Saika. Oh god, what was her name again? They just said it. Satsuki, I think her name was. There we go, Satsuki. And Kant, I think it has to, play out somehow. Nope, I'll wait here with you. But, okay, so... I mean, like I said, I assumed the mother, when she came there crying, I assumed she had gotten the news that the mother was dead. It would be weird that the dad would be there as well, but maybe he was like, dealing with some, of the legal shit that happens when someone dies, whatever. And then he was telling, the granny, like, can you please take care of May while I deal with this? And then she decided, I want to see Satsuki. I mean, you guys have stood there for a long time, so... Probably not just sleepy, but also, exhausted for just standing for that long. There's no bench. Not carrying it on your head like that. Well, let's hope there's no wind that's gonna make it, fall off your head. Nice looking toad. Oh god, just looking at that, it hurts my back. It's like, oh my god, it's a bear. I mean, that is cute. A little leaf on his head. Well, Satsuki, you got your wish. You got to see Totoro. I mean, he's understanding some things. I mean, not necessarily what they're saying, but... So it seems like he's decently intelligent. Like that noise. But he's like, oh, but I didn't get it on me, so that's good. Yeah, I assume that's what those facial expressions are about. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, he likes the sound. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's... Alright, it's that type of bus. It's a monster bus. Like a cat. Tsukamori. Oh man, that is creepy. That is actually really, really creepy. A little gift from Totoro. Strange that the father hasn't shown up though. I mean, even if, let us assume the mother has died, which is the only thing I'm thinking. It's very strange that he wouldn't still, like, oh shit, I need to get my children, you know, like. Unless he also got into an injury, like. Okay, now it seems things went okay. If only we had cell phones. You know? This would be a perfect time for cell phones. You give Satsuki a cell phone, call her and be like, okay, Satsuki, I'm gonna be late. Don't just stand there. Go home. But I mean, I assume this is supposed to be the 80s. I mean, the movie came out 88, so I assume this is supposed to be, you know, probably in the mid 80s to maybe 70s is the setting. I mean, probably gonna take a few years. If they even sprout. Then it's gonna take a few years for them to actually become like a decent size or small size. Okay, what is that? I mean, obviously that is a bug net. But it's inside the lamp. Looks like rocks, but... Oh, maybe it's there to make it so that you don't get direct... maybe it is rocks, but it's there to make sure you don't get direct light if you look up. So you don't get it directly in your eye. It gets like diffused. Not really diffused, but it hits the rocks and then it, you know, it doesn't go straight into you. Like if you look at something like that, if they're... Okay, that's probably what it is. I've never seen something like that, but just looking at it and where it was, to me that makes sense. I got Totoro. He's like, I want those seeds back. Thanks. Or those nuts. Okay, looks like they're doing some kind of ritual. Oh, boom. Some pretty good germination success. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the dad would. Okay, he's not sleeping. He's just there, riding. Um, Dad, you should probably. You will probably notice this. Okay, he just looked like F. There's a huge tree over there. Oh well. Oh god, a Beyblade. Like, jump on. Gonna fly away like Mary Poppins. I mean, I will say, so far the movie, it's cute. It's a cute movie, but like I would say, one of the weaker Studio Ghibli ones. Oh, but maybe in the middle, because I know Arrietty is worse than this. Then I would have to double check on my anime list on the others that I've seen, because I won't say there was another one that I didn't like, but at least this movie has some like calming, like it's a calm, quiet movie that's, cute. Oh god. Okay, so I guess he actually does believe in this stuff. Maybe he's seen it when he was young. Okay, and maybe that's why he's not reacting. Well, so there, it really felt like he's like, okay, they're safe. Like, I. But it has, you know, germinated at least. Alright, some painting. Be careful with the produce. Some corn. What are those black things? Maybe corn has. Like, are they supposed to be like, maybe it has flowered? Maybe? No, that makes sense because doesn't corn is first flowers, then it becomes corn, you know, like basically the flower becomes the fruit as it gets not germinated, as it gets pollinated and all that. Then she's going back. As long as she can eat vegetables. We don't know what she actually has. Yeah, the mother. Time to run, Grandma. She's like, nope. I have a feeling it's gonna be bad news and I want to be there. Oh god, when we hear it. Oh god. She's lost. Or not. Oh yeah, no, she is. Start screaming, May. Start screaming, hello, blah 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 blah. Okay, so she is in Tokyo. The mom, that is. So they are probably taking, you know, like the train and the bus. No, what am I saying? The dad is. Yeah. It sounds like he knows, you know, like, and the same with the mother, that, you know, like, it probably isn't going as well as they're telling their children, but they want the children to have hope and not have to worry about that. Oh god, that's a goat. Oh god. She's like, no. I mean, you're both. Oh god. Fuck you, May. Understand your sister. I mean, I understand you're a child, so I understand why she's acting this way, but fuck you. Poor Satsuki. I think May is 100% in the wrong in that exchange. But I completely understand why, it happens the way it did. I mean, they're both children. And, having a mother on the brink of death must be tough. Yeah, I mean, you, Satsuki, probably know. Let it out, let it out. You see, May? Stop being a piece of shit to your sister. She's suffering as well. She's probably suffering more than you do. Due to the fact that she probably knows more of the truth. She knows that, well, Mom and Dad are not telling the truth to us. And I mean, I assume May is going to try and go to the hospital herself to give the mom the corn. Follow her. Candace like, oh my god, I'm getting involved in this. Just wanted to build some airplanes. Nope. Well, probably noticed if you saw her, but if you had your head down on the ground, maybe not. So was he just attending to some flowers, like decorative flowers, or are those like some type of crop? And the movie is almost over. Okay. It is not at all what I thought it was going to be. just judging by the fact, the pictures that you see, you know, the poster and all that. These two characters seem very familiar to me. I feel like they're a reference to something. Yeah, good luck. A very oversized bike. Yeah, I mean, that's probably his dad's working bike. Like, oh god, did she drown? Damn, she's fast. You could probably be a sprinter, Satsuki. Maybe even a long distance runner. Long distance runner. What do you think? If he's running like that, probably not. Oh god, your poor feet. Probably still better to use your sandals than to run on your just normal feet. On your normal feet. On your soles. I mean, I don't think she's dead. She's probably with Totoro. No. Okay, there we go. Jesus, you haven't contacted... Oh god, I'm getting a bit emotional. You haven't contacted the police yet? She's gonna go to the shrine, to the big tree. Oh god. Boom. Well, at least you had a soft spot to land on. He's like, what are you crying about? Oh, Jesus Christ. You look like a tasty snack. Let me eat you now. Alright, Totoro lost some teeth. Trying to run upside down, I guess. Okay, when you get like a gust of wind. It's the yokai. Who can't trust a smile like that? I will say, I kind of like that this movie isn't really about Totoro and the monster and all that stuff. I kind of like that it is, like I would call it like a family drama about, I guess, the journey of coming to terms with, the death of a parent or death of a loved one. However, I think this movie should have been like 15 to 20 minutes shorter. It should have been like 50 to 60 minutes. Should have been a short movie. A short film. I think because it is around 80 minutes long. And too long for what it is. I think 50 to 60 minutes would have worked better. Obviously, you would have to change certain things, but I mean, because I have been like pretty bored for most of it. I wonder why they decided, in the dub that is, why they decided to use her name. Since she's not saying Satsuki, she's saying sister. So, it's a bit different of her saying Satsuki and her saying sister. It's a bit different, even though it's the same thing. Her sister is Satsuki, the same shit. But there is a difference. And I accidentally spoiled myself when I checked to see how long the movie was. I accidentally spoiled myself. I saw the mother was sitting on the bed, so... Yeah, so... as soon as I looked at it, oh, the mother's not dead. So I accidentally spoiled myself when I went to check how long the movie was. Oh god. That cat. It's like, okay. I mean, that confirms it. You see, it says to mom. Come on, girls. Should've just visited your mom. If you were gonna put down to mom on the corn. It was just a cold. And there is one unripe acorn. Yeah, that was My Neighbor Totoro. An okay movie. I do think it was around 20 minutes too long. I do like that it ended up being that the mom just had a cold, like she wasn't actually. We never figured out what she actually has. But God, we never figured out what she actually has. But it ended up with, the mom isn't fine. Like, she's still sick, but she'll still be able to return home for a few days and then see what happens. So, I like that. She wasn't healed, she didn't die, but we still got, the emotions, I guess, of at least not her being healed, but of her potentially being dead, I mean, I took the same conclusion that Satsuki did. Which was, like, thinking of, oh god, is the worst case scenario is gonna happen, while May was in denial, complete denial, refusing to even think. But yeah, that was that. I'm not gonna give it a thumbs up, though, even though I thought it was a good. It was like a 6 out of 9, slightly above average. I mean, it did good, just with the whole, like, emotional thing of, like, oh god, having a sick loved one and being afraid of them dying. I mean, my life is a bit like that, but the other way around. Like, so with my mom was afraid that I was gonna die a few times early on. Like, it's pretty stable right now in the fact that we don't think I don't get, like, the spasms that I used to, or I don't, just faint completely, and I don't get, like, complete sick for absolutely every little thing. So for me, things are going up. They're getting better. And then also when, I also had, like, oh god, when my mom fell downstairs when I was young, I thought my mom died, so I was fucking crying, and I still have. I've talked about this in a video before, that I have some type of PTSD due to the fact that I cannot remember my mom's phone number anymore, her new phone numbers, even though she's had those for, like, so long. I still have like my mom's old phone number that she probably didn't have for that long, but it's the one she had when she fell down the stairs. And when I was there crying over my mom, I thought she was dead. Then some old guy was like trying to comfort me and be like, and obviously he was panicking, so it was like, try and think about your mom's phone number. Like, what is her phone number? Do you know? And then I would just say that, and in my mind, like, I cannot. That's the only thing. When I think of my mom's phone number, that's the only thing I remember. So, and I cannot erase that number. But yeah. Okay, I don't know, like, it's emotional. But I like that it was a calm movie. I like that we didn't really get like, action here or like horror there. Like, the movie had something it wanted to do and it did it. I just think it did it for too long. But that's probably because they wanted to do a full full length film, and I think it would have worked better as a short film.